Okay, guys, welcome back. This is William Agnew for Cellular Repair School, and I have with me Josh Gray. And the frequently asked question that we get a lot of times is, how much can I earn in the cell phone repair business? And I know we get this question a lot, and Josh, this is kind of a touchy question.
It is.
So, go ahead and talk a little bit
and
about
we understand that it is important to know.
Right.
You're trying to make a decision, a financial decision, and you want to understand how much can I really earn?
Right.
If I got to invest this time and this money, how much can I make? So the very first thing I have to do is I have to cover the legal stuff and let you know that your mileage will vary, right? Nothing that we're going to say or discuss is a promise or guarantee.
Right.
Your results will totally be dependent upon you and how hard you work in your business, how you apply yourself, right? This is an investment, so you do have the opportunity to not earn zero.
Right. Just like in any other business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess the right question would be, how many repairs per day do repair shops actually complete? Now, this is going to vary depending on your location, your demographics, your unique selling proposition.
Right.
And as far as how you position yourself in your marketplace, how many competitors you have, if there's a lot of competition, all of these factors can play in. But granted, your marketing strategies and things are going to be the biggest pieces that really impact this.
Right.
I would say on average, what we see most repair stores, and I can kind of backtrack just a touch and let you know that I have conversations daily with the major players in the industry, from accessory sellers to cell phone wholesale parts vendors, and these guys are supplying all of the shops in addition to the students that we coach, and continue to consult.
Right.
And on average, it seems like most repair shops that are cell phone only, specific, let me point that out also, cell phone only, are doing about 15 to 20 repairs a day. And that's a pretty average repair business that really isn't, pushing it aggressively. Like when we look at some aggressive repair shops, they're completing 40, 50, 60 repairs a day.
Right.
So there's a significant amount of repairs.
Right.
And then obviously depending on your product mix, it's going to change also. Because when you're talking about a smartphone, your average smartphone repair is going to be right around $100.
Right.
So there's significant upside potential. And when you talk about the gaming consoles, now we know gaming consoles typically can add another 40, 50%, of revenue for you. iPods, on average, depending on how you position yourself, but iPods are 8 to 10%, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Tablets is a growing market.
Absolutely.
That continues, that's one of the things that we've been focusing on.
Yeah.
Tablets just continue to uptick and uptick and uptick.
Exactly.
So when you really start to diversify your product mix, and we're not even talking about accessory sales,
Right.
But again, it kind of comes back to talking about what it takes to invest in this business, how hard. Now, I don't want to make it sound like this is an easy business, because it is a very technical business and there's a learning curve, but again, I can't think of any business that you could get into for such a low investment, such a low starting amount, and be able to have such a large upside potential.
Right.
With the profit margins. The profit margins in this are very healthy also.
Right.
Cost of goods sold average is right around 30%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and
that's
if you do harvested parts and things like that, you can actually drive that down.
Right.
Especially on the gaming consoles, because most of the repairs you do don't even take parts.
Yeah.
They're just labor only.
That's true. That's true.
So your cost of goods, your margins are just phenomenal.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Josh, thanks for that information. That's good information. And if you guys want more information on frequently asked questions just like this, all you got to do is click the link, at the bottom, and you'll receive a series of absolutely free training videos just for letting us know that you're interested in what we at Cellular Repair School are providing to you guys and what we offer. So, Josh, I want to thank you for your information, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.